Hello there. Welcome to Money Wisdom, sponsored by Johnson Bernetti. I'm Natasha Lubchenko. This series teaches you smart ways to manage your money, and joining us with expert advice is Eric Hogarth, certified financial planner and Johnson Bernetti senior partner. Eric, welcome back.
Thank you. Great to be here.
So let's talk about RMDs, or required minimum distributions, today. Now, in your experience, is it common to find yourself pushed into a higher tax bracket when these begin?
Yep. So what happens is you're approaching retirement, you live in Connecticut, you love it here, but we pay so much money to live here and in the United States, all that stuff. You make a bunch of money, you retire. Oh my gosh, all of a sudden I'm on the lower tax bracket. I haven't been in a lower tax bracket in 40 years. So you want to stay there. That's not advice. That's a mistake often. So you defer all your retirement money. They get bigger and bigger and bigger. That's good. But then you're forced to draw the money out. I don't need all this money. Yes, you're in a higher tax bracket. And that's assuming tax brackets stay the same, which they won't.
Okay, and as always, you have some great tips for us. So strategies people can implement now to reduce some future tax burden. So the first one here is start taking withdrawals at age 59 and a half.
So 59 and a half is the earliest age under normal circumstances that you can access your retirement monies. And you probably want to do that, right? As you get closer to retirement, you're going to look at how much money do I need to live on. And you have not just, I have $1 million, is that enough money? Well, what are the tax ramifications of it? Is it pre-tax money? Is it after-tax money? Is it tax-free money? Because what you want is balance, whether you're talking investments or taxes. You don't want to go from very low taxes to very high, because I know a lot of frustrated 80-year-olds paying a ton of money on taxes that they don't need, and there's not a whole heck of a lot you can do about it at 80, but there is at 60.
Okay, good to know. And now you can use Roth conversions strategically to help reduce that future tax burden as well.
Yeah, so there's a lot of marketing around Roth conversions. I mean, we do some of it. Every single person should be having a conversation about, does a Roth conversion make sense? And also, bluntly, you probably don't understand how this works. I don't mean you, Natasha, but the average person who's like, oh, I make too much money, or I don't have a job, that's a contribution. I'm talking conversion. So everyone should have the conversation. A lot of people will arrive at, it doesn't make sense. And it's about having a plan, not that you have to do it. But do you think taxes are going to go up in the future? Yep. Do you think you might have more money in the future? Yep. Then you probably should do a Roth conversion. Okay,
and now another good option here for people, you can make qualified charitable distributions. Tell us more.
I thought when, I was 20 and I was getting out of UConn, I didn't graduate at 20, but a little after that. And I was like, oh, well, when people have more money and more income and more net worth, there's all these tax strategies that exist. And there are some, but there's no magical thing that, oh my gosh, there's just no taxes. A QCD is an amazing thing. That is only applicable if you're over the age of 70 and a half, which used to be the RMD age, but you can give money to a qualifying charity, and that can satisfy your RMD requirement, and it doesn't count as taxable income. People are like, oh my gosh, that's amazing. Well, you gave it all away. Mm-hmm. So it's, if you are already being charitable in that way, make sure that you're doing it the right way. But that's a big thing to take advantage of, and a lot of people do.
Absolutely, and it seems like there are plenty of options here for people to kind of reduce that future tax burden. You also have a resource for people to learn a bit more.
Bottom line, you're probably paying too much money in taxes. And what you think about taxes might be wrong if you just want to get your taxes as low as possible at 60, which sometimes can make sense if you're going to move, or everyone's situation is different. And what we talk about here is broad. So the Tax Explorer, you can get at moneywisdomtv.com, and it'll educate you more on maybe some things that you're thinking about the wrong way. Some things that people do that are like, this is great for today, but it's a disaster in the future and a missed opportunity in the future. So Tax Explorer, go to moneywisdomtv.com, and it will help people to have more money, which is 2 thumbs up. I can only give 1 because I'm holding this.
I'll give 2 thumbs up. There we go. All right, Eric Hogarth, as always, thank you. Again, if you guys would like to learn more, receive this resource, moneywisdomtv.com. For CT Buzz, I'm Natasha Lubchenko. We will see you next time.